Stream should be starting any second now. Just gonna check on Twitch on my side. Okay, yeah, we're live.
Nice.
That's
So
your
like,
cue, Ian?
yeah, I know. I was gonna get to that. So I'm here because Freeze is like camping. I don't know where the hell he is. He's camping in some spooky ass woods or spooky ass mountain or wherever the hell. And that's why I'm here because Freeze is probably gonna get mauled by like bears or something. We don't know if he's coming back. Yee.
Okay, when he said that, he also meant like say what we were gonna talk about. I guess I'll do that.
Oh shit.
Welcome to the real Bronze Chat episode 5, everyone, because last one did not happen. Today we'll be talking about the recent match that just happened between SFC and they them, talking about our final predictions for the last match of this tournament, and some All-Stars reviewing, because that was announced like 3 hours ago. So let's just dive right into it, I'd say.
I personally think I should be All Star.
Okay, so first things first. SFC versus they them. How do we feel about this match, guys?
Honestly, at first, personally, the first two maps, they kind of weren't close. SFC kind of got their shit kicked in. It wasn't until, or at least on map one. Map one, they kind of got their shit kicked in. Map two was slightly closer, but I still feel like the shit getting kicked in was still somewhat prominent. On the last two, they played double shield. I mean, what are you gonna say? SFC is pretty solid at double shield. I feel like. And then the last map, like that last map was just a heartbreaker. I wish that last map was a little closer than I actually should have than it actually was.
We
But
were
that was
so
an entertaining
close
match.
to the reverse sweep, and then SFC decided to take the rush duel again.
Yeah, but it was a very entertaining match. Like the SFC they them matches never fail to entertain, in my opinion. With the only exception is that one grand final in Holiday Havoc. But other than that, they've never really failed to entertain, in my opinion. They've always gone to at least 5, and that's what I like about the SFC they them matches
For
because they're
sure.
always really close.
I think they're definitely established as like the main rivals of this league, for sure.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Magician Moots, you got any words?
I think you guys said everything. At
Yeah,
least for me.
and just a simple overview, which you guys did pretty good, honestly.
I'd say they definitely looked significantly better when they didn't rush mirror. And when they played double shield.
It was a camp in Overwatch.
Nepal, it was kind of a steamroll. Their attack on Icon looked like really rough at first, and like
Yeah, I
they
remember that.
they only had like
They were getting manhandled by Supra's Hanzo. Supra's
yeah,
Hanzo was actually manhandling you guys.
like they only won in overtime because Hyper got like big shatters both times.
Yeah, I feel like the range duel was really at bay because Supra was just hitting everybody with a headshot. The dude was looking like goddamn. I don't know.
Yeah, and then they actually did really well in defense and made it really close, but that was because they played double
Yeah.
shield. Smile.
I remember there was also a casting error during this game, and fucking one of the casters was gone for a little bit.
Yeah, and Ian just came in to cast.
For like a
And-
map and a half, for like a half a map.
Yeah, and then the negative got yelled at again to be quiet, so he had to go outside to cast.
David was
Uh,
wait, whoa. Let me get this straight. David was outside casting?
He
was he
unironically
was he
went
watching through his
outside
window?
and watched through his window and casted.
Damn, I didn't know that one. Damn.
That's some dedication.
It
That
really
is dedication. David is a real one for that, bro. I will never question David for that one ever again.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much SFC they got curb stomped in Rush, and when they played Double Shield, they looked decent.
It's because you have Pocket Soldier. Also, Juno's Hanzo was nutty. Juno's Hanzo was quite nutty, if I do say so myself.
Like, let's just look at it. If you just look when they exclusively played a Double Shield, you can see them only got half the first
Oh.
point.
Yeah. Oh, look at us just running away. This is my favorite part. Oh, you go right
It's-
side? Okay.
your
Yeah.
favorite
You run left side? Oh, you go right side? Okay, we go right side.
part.
Yeah, they're really good at being
What
pussies.
the-
Yeah. Oh, here's something that I think should be pointed out. We were pretty close to seeing the first ever reverse sweep.
of Blacksmith. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think like map 5 is like the only point where we really missed Javish. Cause yeah. And then I feel like I don't know if we reverse sweep. I think it would have been a lot closer of a map, but I think losing Javish hurt us there, and I think the rest of the series was fun and actually fairly enjoyable to play.
Personally, the whole reverse sweep thing, I feel like for map 5, what really killed you guys was when you didn't take the Rush Mirror and you played the Bat Mercy with the Rhine comp. I think if you take the Rush Mirror, it's at least a little bit closer.
Like the thought process was like, okay, we've lost at the Rush Mirror basically this entire game. Let's try and get our best players on their best.
Yeah, I see what the mindset was. It's just I feel like the Rush Mirror could have given you some much needed momentum. Whereas with like the more bunkery Rhine comp or the more like immobile one, it doesn't allow you to move. I feel like
Yeah.
the lack of movement was definitely an Achilles heel there. But yeah, SFC they're the best double shield team this tourney apparently.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
still get
not
picked
even
on
close there
by-
in that aspect, to be honest.
New
Because
York
even when
was
we
Double
were playing
Shield.
against you guys on Double Shield, it was impossible to break through almost, especially in the rush there. And you guys look really comfortable on Double Shield, which I'd like to point out. And
Really
I don't know.
tragic.
I also like the rush pick here because it just allows a lot of point presence to run them over and stuff and such.
I got one last thing. I think I was kind of surprised to see the lack of Duck playing like Cass and the Juno May when you're trying
I
to
actually
do
said
the
that
rush.
too. I actually said that as well. I feel like Cass had a like for Duck being one of the better casters in the league, up there with people like with like Negative and actually I don't really know who else plays Cass, but Negative
Juno.
and
Supra.
Juno. I think it's just outclassed by. I've never seen Supra play Cass. I don't think. Maybe I'm probably capping on that, but I don't think I've ever seen him play Cass.
He has.
Yeah, but I was saying like, yeah, I've seen Juno. It's just Duck is on the same team as Juno, but like Negative is up there. I feel like the lack of Cass definitely also killed SFC a little bit here.
Yeah, I
I
do
feel-
think. I don't think actually, but we knew this. Okay,
You
anybody
don't
else got
think-
any final words?
Decline Duck, very good.
Oh, this was also their player T. There's a bit of a funny story with T. There's a bit of a funny story involving T that I actually have. So T was brought in. So I actually have a bit of a funny story. So while I was making H2O Blast, I went into a scrim with like Jason and Shadow, and there was like a bit of people. That was the first time I ever met T. And then T comes in, and then I thought T was gonna come to H2O, and then T signs with they them, and I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. And that's kind of my experience with T. Like I got other people obviously, but it's crazy. that happened.
Okay. I need to say this just so Hyper will shut up, but penis butt. Okay. Can you get out of my DMs, please, Hyper?
Penis butt.
Uh,
Sausage hot dog. Or no, that would just be hot dog. Anyway, next or whatever the fuck.
All right. So now with that leaves us with one match.
Hmm.
That's being grand finals.
Hmm.
How are we
Hmm.
feeling here?
Oh god.
I think depending on the day, they them could take it, but I think New York is firmly in the driver's seat on this one. I think this is New York's to win.
I think it's the other way around. I think it's New York's to lose. I think
Really?
Oh, New York's to lose. Okay, well, I suppose I was thinking New York's to win is in like New York's got this in the bag.
I think New York can probably counteract. I think New York, as long as they can win the Rush Mirror, which I think will be like 90%, which will be like probably the vast majority of the finals. I think it'll put them in a good spot. I think New York are better at like double shield. I think they're better at like ball comps. I don't think we're gonna see either dive or either team play dive, but I think New York are firmly in the lead, at least in the Rush Mirror.
I think I disagree with Magician about who is going to win the match. I definitely see an upset potential, but they them are definitely the underdogs going into this just based off of a lot of previous things and yeah, cuz like
Yeah.
New York 3-0'd SFC even with like all their players. They them 3-2'd. And then
Ooh,
New York
They them's been
3-1
beat
they
by
them
New York already.
and
that's what New York's to lose means. Like New York have to make mistakes. New York has to beat themselves to lose.
Okay.
oh,
They them have to beat New York.
okay then.
Sadly, they don't make mistakes.
I think even with the change of Umbreon to the Rhine and T to the support role, I still think New York's rush is better, despite having a Orisa one trick on Reinhardt.
They're gonna pull out the Orisa Rush in grand finals.
That's what I'm saying. I think
The Rhine Orisa.
the
Oh,
support
that
line
was
is a
wait.
lot more
That's
consistent
actually
because while Manzana is like a very good player, I don't think that like him on Lucio is as good as like him on BAP, and I just think the support line overall is a little bit better in that department, where like both Kanzashi and Shadow or me are like playing their absolute like top 3 supports, maybe even top 2, but like yeah, and Leave owns Ablaze and Supra, no cap, no kizzy.
true. We all know that boy Leave owns a Blaze. For
Although
real.
I do think this will actually be a significantly closer match than last
Yeah,
time they met.
because
I'd
more
say
maps.
4-2, 4-3. We might have another bit of a banger on our hands, but
I say I say
eventually
4-2.
I do see New York coming out on top, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I know this team, I know them is very talented. I know they have the potential to upset, and New York they've kind of been doing a little bit of trolling in scrims, mainly because
Well,
their
they've
players
been
haven't
trolling
been
in
able to
scrims.
show up.
They've been trolling in scrims all the fucking time, and then they proceed to 3-0 everybody.
And then
So
they
like,
proceed to show up with their starting roster in matches and win.
true.
It's
Like, that's
weird.
funny. That's really funny.
But nonetheless, I'd say New York can pull themselves together, keep their concentration, don't get the ego. I think they can win. Moots, how you feeling about this?
You know what? I think you guys covered a majority of it. I think I prefer New York's DPS line over they them's percent in this situation. I also do think that your guys' rush is 100% better, especially with you and Kanzashi on the support. I really like you guys' synergy with the team. I've been studying more of the VODs with you guys lately, and I'm, to be honest, very impressed. I don't really think that it's going to be as close as you guys think. I think New York is going to have a pretty big marginal win here.
Hmm.
I think it's going to be like, I don't know. I think they might take a map. That's my opinion, but
Could you see a 4-0 happening?
um, it's hard to say a 4-0, but I think it's. I can see it though. I can genuinely see it, but I think I have
could-
they them's tank line over New York though personally.
No
So
Ian, no win.
that's the truth. With Kilo and Umbreon, I think their rush is really competent too, but I just think New York slightly beats them out in that regard. And New York also has other comps that are really viable and that they're very strong in. So I think that New York has the upper hand here.
About the 4-0, I don't think it's going to happen either. I feel like, though, if they them lose the first two maps, I know their DPS are not very too well known for the mentals. Not necessarily a Blaze, because I haven't played with Blaze, but I have played with Supra, and his mental, zoinks. That mental is a yikes.
It is
Like, I
equivalent
remember
to that of a
yeah.
potato chip.
His mental is a potato chip. Also fun. Also, as much as we meme Shadow, me and you, or me and you have inside jokes about their DPS being memes on Eichenwald. Like, you have it for Blazed, and I have it for Supra, and they won Eichenwald yesterday. So, like, that's crazy.
I think that's because SFC took the rush duel.
We know, but still, they won an Eichenwald with a
I'd rather
Blazed and
Rush
Supra.
Duel than put Hyper
No, a
on
Blazed
top.
and Supra seem to have a lot in common. Both weak mentals, both suck on Eichenwald, both use Twitter. Yeah, I feel like Blaze and Supra go hand in hand to a degree.
I think something that's also important to note is that Supra is still like not playing Overwatch outside of scrims and matches.
Honestly, that's pretty based from the
It
super
is.
nipple man himself, the Nipster.
And
Yeah.
also, I think Marinroto kind of disappeared.
Hmm?
I haven't seen that guy in a while.
Jason died.
Yeah, a little bit. Moots, you were gonna say something?
No, I'm not like completely like updated with how players are doing and stuff like that. Like I had no clue that Supra and Jason or Murun, if you want to pronounce it like that.
Marin.
I had no clue
I just
that
call
they,
him. I just call him Roto.
yeah.
I just
I
call
had
him
no
Roto.
clue that they were like taking like breaks and stuff from Overwatch, and that honestly kind of changes things a bit. But I still do think New York takes this, despite that.
I don't really think there's much more that needs to be said. We're all being silent.
Magician, you
I
said
agree.
New York win, right?
I think New York win 4-2.
I also say a 4-2.
I think like okay, I don't know what first map's gonna be, but if first map is like heavy rush map, I think the winner of that wins the series. Just like indicative of what the meta is gonna be and what the
Wow.
what each comp's gonna play and what each team's strong suit is. Like if first map is Nepal, I think whichever team wins Nepal, provided that like both teams play rush, win the series. Because I think both teams best comp is rush. Both teams gonna favor rush. So if one team's better at rush than the other, they favor.
I personally don't think that Rush is they them's best comp. I just feel like they've been getting slightly better at it because they've been scrimming it more. Like I feel like the dive is also pretty strong from they them.
I think it just depends on what lineup they're gonna play. With their most recent lineup that
Yeah,
they've shown, I think that Rush is definitely their best.
yeah, it's more of a rush
But
type of.
then with their old lineup of like Umbreon on the support and then Enzo showing up on the tank, I think that is definitely a more like dive preferred lineup
Yep.
for they them.
But they've also shown rush with that lineup too.
I don't
Because
think so.
I know Enzo. The only characters I've ever seen Enzo play in the league are Ryan and Sigma. I don't think I've ever seen him actually pull out any dive characters.
He played Winston and Diva in on Bonnie once.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I could definitely see a rush duel from, or like I could definitely see whoever Magician's Logic, whoever wins that first map will win because of the rush duel. I do see that.
I think something that is also kind of important to note here is that in this match, neither teams had like the lineup they'll probably play if they have all the people. Like if Mass was here, he definitely would have been playing, and he'd definitely be like DPS starter if he's there in grand finals. And then obviously, I think they then would prefer to put Umbreon in on the tank, considering the success they found with it against SFC. So we'll definitely see like kind of a new look, maybe a new battle with these two.
That's a good way to look at it. Having new players at new positions and new adaptabilities to have.
I think it can go either way, but if New York win, it's probably going to be 4-2, and then if they then win, it's going to be 4-3.
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody else got any final thoughts?
Nope.
Wait,
Nope.
Moods, what's your pred? Like
I'm
score?
sorry. What?
I
I'm either 4-2 or 4-1 New York. So I'm just gonna go out of the norm and say 4-1.
Alright. Just you said 4-2.
wait, write it down. Let's see who's right. Because I know nobody will remember.
Get the fuck out of here, Grammarly.
This spreadsheet's about to be used for all of Bronze Chat. Is the Juno list on here, or is that a different one?
It is.
It's on here. Oh, the Smash list. The Juno Smash list.
I'm shortening everything. Alright, Ian, what'd you say?
I said 4-2. It's either gonna be 4-2 or 4-0.
Wait, which said
And
4-1.
both for New York. Both for New York. It's either gonna be 4-2 or 4-0.
Do not put his pred. Just to spite him.
This is cringe.
Alright.
Imagine having predictions.
Those are the Preds for everyone.
I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen Nerfian predict a game, unironically. Every
Yeah,
time he
I'm
just says one
unironic.
team's gonna win, one team's gonna lose.
That is actually I've done that. I've done it one time for Overwatch League where I got it correct. It was the Shanghai Chengdu finals of Summer Showdown last season. I said 4-1 and it happened.
Nice.
I don't think you saw it though, but yeah, usually I predict teams or in an ironic sense. Like I say, if the Gladiators and like the Shock are playing, I'm like the team from California is gonna win this one. Like that's like, yeah, it'll usually just be something ironic.
Alright, so All Stars time.
Sure.
Alright, so
Oh.
First, to give context, we'll talk about the regions here. For West, you've got SFC, you've got Name Lost, and you've got Detroit Dick Riders. For East, you've got New York, they them, and Operation Dop. So,
Of the GOAT.
Just like go through.
anybody
each-
got some initial comments before we dive in?
Just go like
Not really.
Nope.
vote hyper babble.
All right. For West Tank All Stars, first of all, I just want to say you shouldn't vote this option. Really bad one. Who do we think's gonna win here?
I think Moots. I think Moots could actually win this.
I think Moose.
Because Moots the
and
GOAT.
Fisher hyper.
I think if we're going off of talent, I think it's gonna be Moots and Beach. But if it's off of like popularity or whatever the fuck, or like voting, I think it'll be Moots and like Hyper.
I'm thinking definitely Moots.
I'm thinking Moots.
I think somebody that's getting not talked about enough is Beach also being potential. Like
I
he's-
agree with that with the Beach.
If you think about like last tourney, he really did well on the Wrecking Ball. He's a mod. He's well known, and
This tourney he was actually pretty good.
Chill.
It's just this tourney he was good. It's just the fact that Name Lost fell off.
they were kind of
instantly.
lost.
They left. They lost this. They lost to they them and then forfeit against Dick Riders.
You know, I still personally think that Beach is a contender for sure, though.
Yeah, I voted for Beach and
I did too.
Moots.
I voted for Beach and Jivish as my picks.
All right. DPS All Stars. I just want to say, first of all, Axel Juno, he's winning. Just flat out, he's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
You
He's
have-
gonna win.
You have Decline Duck, freak of nature. You have Axel the Fox or Juno. You know, commonly known
Yeah.
for saying that COC bussing. You know, also
This
the
tweet.
list that we will not speak about, and then you just have some other guys.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
Negative asked me to say that on stream, and I just muted him on Discord.
Okay, personally for fan vote, I think it is going to be Duck and Juno. If I was to go off of though, I probably would say Duck and Exists because I think Exists actually fucking popped the hell off this tourney.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
Really
this was the
fucking good.
hardest one for me to pick because I like Declined, I like Juno, I also like Rose too, and I do think Exits is underrated simply because he is on Detroit, unfortunately.
Yeah, bro. Exists. He fucking went crazy. But yeah, I think it'll be Juno and Duck. Duck really made a name for himself as the fill-in for SFC last tourney, and he gets signed this tourney. You know who? It kind of gives me Super Nippy flashbacks to a degree because Super came in as a fill for the tourney, steps in, makes them go grand finals. And while Duck may not have necessarily had the same impact this tourney as like Supra per se, he still did pretty good, I'd say. The notorious Detroit Duck Riders play, where he got the 6K on Doom. That's a highlight.
Yeah, I remember that first match against or first Kings Row
No.
against SFC.
I was thinking when he was on Rialto. That was yeah.
Oh shit! Whoops.
Yeah. When he got a 6K on Doom.
Did he actually get a fucking 6K?
Yes, he got a 6K. I remember me and Shadow were casting, and fucking he got a 6K, and I was like, and I made a joke about how they're the Detroit Duck Riders. That's something I'm proud of right there. That's like I know the casting is it's like a little cheesy, but like that's a call I'm actually really fucking proud of. Because it was just so perfect. Like that's one I don't think I'll forget. But yeah, basically to sum this up, Juno and Duck are probably gonna win,
Yeah.
and that's probably it.
Agreed.
Well, Moots?
Oh, I literally just said agreed. My fault.
Oh, I thought you said dude. And we're gonna say something after
I thought he said dude as well.
that. Now, West support all stars. Vote J Cries. Vote J Cries. Vote J Cries. Vote J Cries. Vote
Jays.
J Cries. Vote 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 J Cries. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Guys, I'm unsure, but I think Shadow wants us to vote for J. Cries.
I agree.
Ew, Arcane is British and he's on here. That's derogatory.
It's not. I just hate British people. As well as Australians. Get Vapor off this list.
Motherfucker, you're the one that signed him.
My team hates
Okay,
British
great.
people too.
Everybody hates British people.
We all hate British people.
Lost the 13
But for this,
Magician
I
says he
think-
hates British and Australian people despite having one of each on his team.
I'm pretty sure.
And
Yeah.
even one that was accused of being an Australian.
So, anyways,
When
here
you
I
get
think
past
Black.
the
Here I
Australian
think Black.
allegations.
Here I think Blacksmith and Jay probably take it with ease. To be honest.
Really?
I
Well,
definitely say
personally, I
Jay
just-
is gonna be in the lead, but I'm not as sure.
Jay, personally,
who's
I
gonna
just
get the
don't
other
know. Yeah, Jay is probably a definitive pick for All Stars. As for the second one, I don't really fucking know, to be honest. I just said Blacksmith because he's the league commissioner. So that's why I said that.
Surprisingly, that doesn't matter as much as you think.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
It might
Who-
have, I think it might have an impact that is not good when it comes to voting.
You know what? That's actually kind of a fair point, but still.
okay, shh, no more. I definitely see Mively being very high on all that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Jay Cries and Mively
I
again.
personally think Strangle My Cock diffs all of them.
I agree. All right. Now we're moving on to the East. Notice there's actually significantly less people, and I can nearly show every single person in East.
It's
on
because
one
fucking
page.
It's because fucking Dobbs' team has nobody. No, you should have put the hard Roadhog bot for Tank Roll
I'm
Stars.
not having a literal AI beat people. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
No. I know. No. I was saying that ironically. Don't worry.
I know. I know.
Unironically, you shouldn't have done it, but just for the funnies, you should have put the hard Roadhog.
I'm
You
not
should've put
having
the hard
AI
Roadhog
beat
bot
people,
on
which
the
makes me
hard
question
bot.
why I put Magician on this selection option.
All right. Anyways, I can't really say anything because half of these people aren't on my team, so I'm not allowed to vote for them. Anyways, for East All Stars, I'm pretty sure for a fact fucking Kilo's gonna take it.
Yeah.
As for the second one, it's probably gonna be Roto. I think it's gonna be Kilo and Roto who are gonna be the East All Stars for the tank
I
line.
definitely agree. I think one of the main things is Muffin and Enzo.
Muffin and
They're
Enzo,
they're
not
more
really
on the
known
quiet
too well.
side. They're not known too well. They haven't really made the highest name for themselves. Obviously, Muffin is a key part of the New York roster and very talented player, but he's
Yeah.
not nearly as of a leader of as talkative as Roto. And for example, whenever Roto spectates games, he doesn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's always typing ratio and shit.
So I definitely think it's gonna be Marin Roto and Kilo that will take this. Anybody else?
DPS.
Alright. East DPS All Stars, I think leaves a lock. And
Yep.
then
Dob.
I think
Dob,
Free should also be an
Dob,
DPS All Stars.
Dob,
I think
Dob.
let me speak please. I also think Free should be a this guy
Dob.
has fit on every single team. He threw into multiple leagues. He's been a consistent piece. He works well with everybody. He's played extraordinarily well. And yet somehow this guy's getting the second lowest amounts of votes. Total. It's just blatant disrespect. Please vote Freeze.
Dob.
He unironically deserves it.
Dob's
See,
gonna,
I think there's a bit of an
Dob's gonna beat
issue in that
Freeze.
everybody's gonna just be in.
Everyone's gonna vote Dob, and it's either gonna be Dob. It's gonna be Dob, and then second place is gonna be a toss up between Blaze, Supra, and Negative.
I think it's just gonna be Dob and Negative again.
All I'm saying is, I know who's gonna get the least amount of votes on here. Sadly, It's gonna be my boy Matthew.
Oh, it's gonna be Freeze because he gets disrespected.
No,
left,
it's
right,
definitely gonna be it's gonna be Mass, bro.
Inside sources are telling me, I forgot which one, but they are very close to lowest. Yes.
Who is Freeze and Mass?
Yes.
Zam.
Moot, you got anything?
No, I think you guys basically summed it up. I think Dob just has popularity over all of them, unfortunately, and I think negative
And skill over all of them.
truth.
Top
And
rank
then-
clears.
Yeah, and I just think negative Supra and Ablaze is kind of a toss up, to be honest.
I think Blaze probably will take it, but I don't know. I think David, negative leave, Bingo Man, world's biggest New York Excelsior fan, whatever the hell you want to call him. I think he could definitely be a contender.
Alright. And now, the last one. East support.
Okay, well, I think Kanzashi, Shadow definitely makes it. Shadow with 100% relative ease makes it.
Yep.
And then the other one, I think it's probably going to be Manzana. I think
I
think-
think Manzano wins just to everyone just to purely spite Kanzashi.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say the thing about Kanzashi too. Kanzashi, I feel like he would win if people don't want to just spite him. If they don't spite him, Kanzashi wins. If they do, Manzana wins.
I have word that he added everyone in the Detroit Dick Rider server to get them to vote for him.
Still not,
I can
is he
confirm
still
it.
not even second?
He is not second.
Oh my.
He is
Good.
third.
Good.
Good. Keep it that way.
Yes.
I
We
want-
don't care, Zeus.
Anybody watching this stream, I want you to not vote for this guy just to spite him, and to vote for different
Ian,
people.
vote. Ian's not on there, but vote for him.
True. I don't care if your vote gets disregarded because you vote for someone on your own team. Do not vote for Kanzashi. He is rigging the votes. No cap.
Do
So
not
we
vote for
must- we
Kanzashi.
must-
He
we
makes
must
me lose
launch-
SR.
we
He
must
makes me
launch
lose
a
SR.
investigation into this.
Makes everyone lose SR.
He makes me
Yeah.
lose brain cells.
He makes me he makes you lose. Listen, I don't lose brain cells. At least not by Zeus's hands, anyway.
Then I consider you lucky.
Do you
Listen, bro, I have more trouble to deal with than Zeus. I don't have time to lose brain cells to him.
Mm-hmm.
Beach, you my goat. You my goat, Beach.
What happened?
In the chat, he's saying his team doesn't have an interest in voting Kanzashi.
Hey! Juno didn't vote. Based Juno.
Juno did vote.
What?
He is just blatantly lying.
He actually is just blatantly lying. I know for a fact he voted.
You're the reason our country isn't a failure.
Oh my, wait, no. No, he's just being a dumbass. And when you said, "Did you vote Duck Juno?" he said, "I didn't vote."
Bro, Juno's the type of dude to eat food while taking a shit.
That sounds something I want to test out.
No,
Bro,
no, you're just weird. You're just weird.
This is some Zeus level type shit right here.
You're just weird.
He's gonna eat while taking a shit.
You are
Oh
just
my
weird.
god. I hope you get constipated just so that doesn't happen.
Constipated.
I hope you just stop speaking eternally.
You know, it seems fitting that
Actress
the episode I get on is the freaky one. You feel me?
This is not the freaky one.
I know it's not the freaky one.
There has
Last
been
episode was
much,
the
much worse.
The only worst one is the Dob Eon one. And the Juno one. And the Juno one. We don't count
that.
We don't count the Juno one. We don't count the Juno one. That one is Mickey Mouse.
No. The Eon Dob one was Mickey Mouse. The Juno one was at least funny.
The Juno one was the real one.
They're stealing my joke.
The Juno one was the kinky one.
Anybody got any final comments?
Nope.
Nope.
Does that conclude it?
Perhaps.
Was
Alright.
that conclude?
Well, that's everyone. Bit of a shorter episode, I guess. Bit tragic. I guess when you can't mold over the same list for like 4 hours, it isn't as long.
Hey, I'll make a list. We can mull over for 4 hours.
Oh.
Please.
Oh, no.
I will come up with weird shit and then we just talk about it for 3 hours and then
We need questions. We need something. We need
Oh
something
yeah,
someone
we
can
should
ask
go over
us.
the bronze chest shit, I guess.
the fuck you want? What branch? Oh, okay. Well, we're running. I think we're running out of. Maybe a new response. I don't know. New Magician diss track
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know about this.
came from Javish.
Wait, which game from Javish?
The Doom Magician diss track.
The Doom Magician just track. Okay, so here's what happened with it. So Hyper said some shit about like he was thinking of like he was having cringe imagination about how SFC players were making rap lyrics or something, and I was like, "Ayo, Hyper, what if we made a song together?" And then he said, "Doom Magician diss track," and I was laughing my ass off. And he was gonna call the song. He was gonna call the song "Truck Shatter."
I know. I saw.
The fucking okay. Damn it. I just kind of dragged the shit on. Whoopsies. I told the story to the viewers. I gave it more entertainment value.
So basically, Doom Magician diss track featuring SFC, Shadow, Ian, like just everyone in existence, probably.
I think.
We're gonna have fucking God on the beat, bro.
I think we have you guys just freestyle. Get
No
David in here. I
thanks.
just have
I
the three
am
of you guys
white.
freestyle.
No
We
thanks.
freeze. Bro, no, what he's saying is that you don't even need to write anything to come up with lyrics to diss track Doom Magician. I had a stroke.
Okay, now. Okay, going through now. Next question. Shadow gains 1 inch of height. Get on that.
I'll do my best. Drink some milk,
Yeah.
get some protein.
I think that should apply to me, not Shadow. Wait, what?
No. There was specifically said Shadow gains 1 inch of height
Okay.
I agree.
from Gucci Mane in 2006. Alright. Okay. How long this episode went on for?
About 43 minutes.
Like an hour. Oh.
Okay. We got no questions we have not went over.
No
Or-
questions.
Do we want to power rank the last fucking 2 teams?
The power. I think that's
That's
just filler.
the
That's
only
just
that's the only other
bro.
question. You
That's
are the
just filler.
you were the only one that's done. We're getting Scott Foster, the extender. Wait, hold up.
Personally, I think we should.
Oh, no.
What's up, guys?
Oh no.
David, what are you doing here?
Wilson, yes, sir!
No, why is this guy here?
Why is David here?
He's the extender.
That's what they call my
Is that the
penis.
Shadow?
Take off Scott.
Anyways, New York
Okay.
40.
Okay, can we discuss how Jimmy Butler needs to be stopped?
Oh my god,
And-
Celtics, bro! If they choke! Oh my god, if they choke
Dude,
another
this
Eastern
team-
Conference Finals, I'll
Dude,
kill myself.
This team's like the best defensive team in the league. They're making KD go for like a 2 for 22, and Jimmy Butler is 24 at halftime.
Why are we
Why are
talking
you letting
about
this woman do this?
sports?
Because it's important, Shadow.
No, it's not.
Butler is
It is
oh,
important.
God, sorry.
Dude, this guy
It's
has 24
important, bro.
points at
It's
halftime in Game
basketball.
7 of the
It's the
conference
point.
final.
It's Game 7
Bro, you
conference
guys keep
finals.
talking
Jimmy
about
Butler's
Is that a
sports. I
dead
end
fish?
stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Fine.
Too off topic.
You guys want to talk about how Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates lost 1.5 or 115 billion dollars in 5 months?
You want to talk about
Yeah.
how I
I'll
didn't
just
ask
end
plus
stream
ratio?
here.
Dude,
Mickey Mouse
I'm just
pandemic
scrolling my
money.
Twitter feed.
Yes, it's time to end the
Okay,
stream.
that's
Shadow.
it. Bronze Chat episode 5, real one. Shout out to Moods for being here and very cool. Shout out to Ian for being here and very cool. Unshout out to Magician.
Shadow,
I
don't
hate
end
that
it.
guy.
Shadow, don't
Unshout
end
out
it.
to Negative
shout out
for showing up
David.
to extend the Bronze Chat episode and talking about fucking
No.
sports that nobody gives a shit about. Good
Shadow.
luck, have fun in grand finals. All
Ratio.
teams, good luck and
Don't.
have fun. All people that are nominated for All Stars. Yeah, bye.
Ah!